Throwing on first down is Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Well, there it is, partner. Brady to Gronk, their first connection of the game.
You think those two often in sync?
I don't think there's any question about it. And look, we know Gronk has a whole lot of fun, but he's deadly serious about his football, as is Tom Brady. Two great competitors, two fantastic players.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo eluding the pressure right. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, that was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he is out of bounds just a yard or two shy of the 10. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Flushed out right. Looking for Garcon, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you. A huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one. That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step.
Alabama, 380.
Now Brady throwing on second down. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find big 87.
To throw is Brady. He completes it right side to right.
Nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And Brady's throw there, incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Brady. On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. And he's brought down. The familiar refrain, Brady to Gronk for the new...
Classes in his background with his footwork.
Brady now on first down. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. A gain of 6 there on first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Brady to throw again. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
On first down, Brady. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And that'll make it 3rd down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
And he'll find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 on a first down. Brady now on first down. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Regular. Pack it. Wait, 20. Go.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down.
Let's go. Hey, 66.
Brady's going to sneak it. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Tom Brady scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Pats able to cash in for 6.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? First and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
A good pickup there, a 22.
21.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. That'll bring up second down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Here we go on fourth down with Garoppolo. And the pressure gets to him again. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. First and 10. Here's Brady. Over the middle. That's caught by Hogan. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. On second down, here's Brady. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And on third and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Wait, 20. Wait.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Brady hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they will run it with Michel. And he keeps finding his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And with a play clock. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Garoppolo on 1st down. Under pressure, they got him again. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
They're able to find Garçon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. first down. Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. It's caught by Garcon. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Garoppolo hustling him back to the line now.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Gold is able to put it through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now the Georgia center man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. To throw is Garoppolo. And able to haul it in. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And right side, caught Hogan. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And he lets go a laser pulled in by Edelman. And he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. This is caught. Gronkowski. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Brady to Gronkowski for the Patriot first down. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Orange! 48,
From the gun, it's Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Big hold of the 30. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. That last catch winds up costing him 3, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd and 13. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Dante Hightower in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Flush to his right. Bearing it deep for Garcon. And this is caught that they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the bench. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football.
Wait, 20! Wide, blue!
Brady to throw on 2nd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. On 3rd down, Michel. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they will.
Final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3. But this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Adrian Claiborne in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. He gets this one to Garcon. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Garoppolo. Got to have this one. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
11. Here we go. 11. Come on.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run. And just lost track, and it cost him.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
21.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Let's go. Let's go. No, 66.
Brady now on 1st down. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Wait, 20. 380.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Over the middle, it's taken in by Gronkowski. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Here we go. Let's go out. No, 66.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady going to look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. 3rd down here.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive and look to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
Garoppolo now. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Garoppolo on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Garoppolo to try again on second down. Yeah, it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
11.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo escaping the pressure right. And able to find Garcon. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Gould with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with 13 on the clock, it's time for an onside kick. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Brady going to throw here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.